Good morning, ducks. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Duck Adventure. I'm not going to let the ducks out right away here. I gotta go down to the dock. I'm way behind. I'm wiped out. My foot is really sore today where I hit it. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm actually limping. This Muscovy stayed out last night. Where did you hide last night? Oh, your feathers are looking bad. Are you planning on dying? Oh, look at this. They think they're coming out this end. Anyways, back to my limping and talking here. We gotta go to the dock. The baby loon is by itself. I don't understand what's going on because I haven't seen the adults in a while. Just that one baby loon. I don't know what's going on, but I want to go down with the big camera and show you guys what a young loon looks like and try to get some good video footage of it. Oh man, did I ever hit my foot good, guys? I really should be wearing work boots. I'm doing laundry today, guys. I gotta get my freezer ready to start freezing vegetables and that. And I'm thinking I'm going to get my ladder out, my cube van, and pick the remaining apples off the tree before the squirrels or the chipmunks finish it off on me. We'll see how my day goes, but honestly, I feel like Doug. I just want to lay down and do nothing. All right. Oh, a pileated woodpecker. I love those sound of those things. Sounds like you're in a jungle when they, I should have put my glasses on so I can run the viewfinder. Oh, is that ever nice, guys? Look at that, eh? Nothing can sneak up. Except I couldn't get those bulrushes right there. That area, I tried walking and it was just impossible. It was so soft and floaty. I got out there and I couldn't figure out how to get back. And I said, oh, I better stop because as you go out and that stuff, you have to keep track of how you got there. And the problem is that you're stepping from firm ground, well, semi-soft to really soft, but coming backwards, it's really hard to go from soft to firm because when you push to go on to the next piece, you really sink. And of course, the loon disappears. Come on, loon, show yourself. I wonder if I got the turtle last night. I hope so for the amount of pain I'm in. Come on, loon, show yourself. I want to get a good video of you. Oh, there it is. Oh, it went way out. Oh, we're in the digital zoom. I'd like to know where his parents went. All by itself. Oh, sorry. It's hard freehanding zoom. I don't understand where the parents are. We started off the season with 2 adults and 2 babies, and now we're down to 1 baby. And it's not very often, you lose adults. It's usually the babies that get taken out by Mother Nature. It's going farther out. It's a little bit skittish. Usually loons aren't. Nobody ever shoots at a loon, so there's no reason for them to avoid humans. Usually they come right up to the dock or really close. Yeah, unfortunately, I was too loud coming in. I screwed up. Yeah, so I tried cutting this stuff, guys. This area here is like impossible to walk. You can see, like, I got in there. I was right there. I started walking around the shoreline. I thought, okay, I'll stay right on the shoreline and start cutting. And then I started disappearing. I couldn't get this stuff. The only other way to get this would be the boat. If I had the boat, somebody rowing the boat, and I could hang out the back of the boat and have them back the boat into it with the oars. That would be the only way. Or a dry suit and a pair of hand shears, head shears, but hand ones, and just say, go in there and just get wet and cut her down. But considering that's the only spot that has any hiding spot, I've got it completely cut here. So it's like wide open. Absolutely nothing can sneak up. Nothing. And even this area right here, guys, was really iffy to walk. All right, let's go let the ducks out. And I gotta do my edit. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do today. I'm doing laundry, like I said. Honestly, I think it's just gonna be a whining vlog today, guys. Matt in pain, you know, tired, beaten up feeling, and a sore foot. Oh. Look at this. They're all at this end of the pen. See, the thing is that they can see me on the dock now because it's wide open, so they saw me down at the lake and they're all worked into a frenzy. They know what's about to happen here. They're getting their freedom. Oh, it's so nice having everything cut. Oh, this is awesome. And this is it, guys. There's no more cutting the rest of the year. I'm coming, ducks. So I've got to do the drain basin right here first, and then attack the feeding station, the watering station, and finish the gravel off on the bottom here. Which I'm thinking, to expedite the duck adventure, I'm going to get Simon here to help me. He was unbelievably good worker. Man, that guy, he stayed up. Like, he kept up to me absolutely no problem. Okay, so let's let the ducks out. Well, that was pretty freaking quick, guys. I don't know if you saw the Muscovy that flew, but it didn't go very far. It stopped actually right at the front of the rush, but oh, hang on here. But because it flew over top of the ducks, when it landed in front of the ducks, it stopped the whole flock on the rush. Oh, walking through this mud. The mud is pushing against the side of the rubber boot, and it's pushing against the bruise on my foot. Oh, I so need to be wearing work boots. Well, I know now I'm going to be wearing work boots most of the time. Oh, slipping on rubber boots is not going to be an option for a little while. Everybody freaks out with kilderoos. Doug freaks out, the ducks freak out. You know, this new weed growth that's happening down here is really firming the ground up. I can't believe how it's changed. It's still dangerous to walk out there though. The ducks have drilled so much out that I gotta go far to the left to go out there. Oh man, the mud pushing on my foot is like excruciating pain touching the bruise. I'm sorry I was late today, ducks. We're about 2 hours behind schedule. because I honestly didn't get out of bed till 7:20 today. I woke up at I don't know, it's about 5:30, but I just laid in bed. And I've been goofing off in the house and doing some laundry, and of course I was thinking about hanging laundry outside, and the weather forecast changed and we've got this possibility of rain. And I gotta hang my laundry outside because I don't like running the dryer in the summertime. Well, I don't run the dryer in the summer. I'll run it in the winter, heats the house, but I ain't run it in the summer. Just look at this, they're loving this. This wide open, guys, is it. I've just got to be now, vigilant on the otter situation. If otters show up, I've got to take care of them instantly so the ducks don't come back to the yard. Oh, Muscovies are out here, guys. Well, that's very strange. That's not like them at all, actually. Okay, it looks like the only ducks that are back at the yard, there's a couple Muscovies there. And our new Muscovies, it looks like Mo, I'm not too sure. Not many ducks left at the yard. Like, nobody, man. Well, hang on. I see an adult duck walking around the pen somewhere. Okay, I lost it. There's an adult Muscovy up there somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Muscovies of mine, and the 4 new ones. Holy mackerel. Killdeers are losing it because I'm down here. Right? Alright, okay, another thing too, guys. Hopefully I shot the turtle last night, but I moved the cage. I pointed it down the creek because I kept seeing the comments from people, point it down the creek, point it down the creek. So I did it. So let's just take a look. But I'm thinking last night, the way that duck broke loose, on the first shot, I'm thinking I hit the turtle. Okay. I don't want to fall in with my big camera. That would suck. Nope, nothing, guys. I put minnows in it too yesterday. And I can't put it out there because I won't be able to get it out if I put it out there. So this is the best I could do, facing down the creek. But I'm really hoping that shot, the first shot, I think it was the first one, because as soon as it shot, man, it let go of the duck. Oh. Okay, I gotta show you guys this is an example. This isn't the one I stepped on last night, but I gotta show you what happened to me. The whole swamp is full of these old stumps because this swamp used to be a forest long time ago, 50, 60, 70 years ago. So there's all these hard, like that right there, like look at that's just, it's little chunks of wood, of stumps sticking up that haven't rotted off, which I don't know how the hell they haven't rotted off, being that this hasn't been a forest in, like I said, 40, 50, 60 years. But I stepped like this. I'll show you. So what happened, this hit there on the side of my boot. If I would have stepped on the bottom, because these are steel shanked rubber boots, I wouldn't have even bothered me. But the problem is I hit right there. When I was running through the swamp last night, trying to get to that duck, and well, that was weird. I thought I heard a noise behind me. When I was trying to run to the duck, and it was like, because all I was focused on, I actually wasn't watching where I was running. I just blindly ran out to save the duck, because all I was thinking about was, here's my chance to get a shot at the turtle, because I do have approval. Actually, the Ministry of Natural Resources, the conservation officer, that was his answer to my problem. Shoot it. Well, last night that was the solution. So, because I would like to trap it and relocate it, but it had a hold of my duck. It was on my property. That was like exactly what they told me. The first response they had to me was that, exactly what happened last night. So I'm hoping it worked, because 7.62, you know, with a turtle 9 inches below the water or 6 inches below the water like that, it would punch a hole right through the turtle. Because, you know, obviously I did not hit the duck, as we know. The duck's in the barn with no bullet wound. And hopefully the turtle got a projectile through its body. Okay, I work my way out here, and look at them. They start going down the creek fishing. They're so happy. This is so awesome. I love seeing this, guys. They're so relaxed because, you know, it's wide open here and nothing can get them. And when they're full grown like this, you don't have to worry about the hawks and the owls. The hawks and the owls go for smaller critters. But they're doing a fish-a-thon here. Here, I'm going to try to go over there to the creek. I got to be careful where I step because the bulrush stumps are pushing against the inside of my rubber boot and hitting my bruised arch. I'm a mess. Oh, I just felt raindrops. Look at them having a blast. So I think next week I'm going to start doing rush videos, guys. I'm thinking, well, once the pen gets done, I can start screwing with the drone, getting some drone stuff happening here. But the morning rushes, I got to start setting some cameras up in the swamp. I got to figure out their trail that they go on, because they've got a path, and I got to pay attention here, so that I can get some action happening, because I think if I get some low footage, get the cameras nice and low so that it doesn't freak the ducks out. Man, they're having fun. What an awesome sight. Oh, there's one of our crossbreeds, guys. Some good-looking ducks, those guys. I saw the other one last night. They're surrounding me here. Yeah, look at this. The weeds are even coming out here now that there's no bulrushes. This, I don't know what kind of weed it is. But that's the one that has the crazy root system that I can walk on. I was wondering. Whoa, whoa. Okay. I'm having problems here this morning. I think the rebel ducks took off down the lake because I thought all the ducks were here in the creek with me. I think they're probably the rebel ducks. They took off down the lake. We're in digital zoom, so it's not the best picture. Oh, that's a goose. You know, if I can keep cutting the bulrushes back, guys, this is going to turn out to be a really good duck paradise. Because when it's wide open like this, as you can see, the ducks are totally chill. Like even the adults are down here. And the adults, they never come down here if it's all grown up. Oh, duck's got a frog. Where are you? Trying to get the frog down. Oh, dropped it. Oh, somebody else got it. Okay, who's got it now? I can't see. Oh, I lost. That's the problem when you're trying to follow the action on a 2.5-inch viewfinder. You lose it. And I don't have my glasses on. What an awesome sight, guys. Uh-oh. And I don't have my rifle. The turtle's back. And I never brought the rifle. The geese just lost it. Something right there. Okay, I gotta go back. I'm gonna get my rifle. And I'll throw the pivot heads on. I think Mr. Turtle's back because the goose was like, it was all screwed up. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Okay, I'll be back to you guys. And I brought extra ammo. Unfortunately, I can't run because I'm in pain. But let's hope that I can get a shot off. Okay, now the ducks are heading out to the lake, so they're probably going to leave the creek here. It might have been a false alarm, you know, the goose freaks out. I think if any duck freaks out now, they just all freak out because that's just the way the flock works. This is the time of the year that I love the duck adventure, guys. When the ducks are getting older like this and they're playing in the water. It's less work for Matt and I actually get enjoyment out of the deal. Because there's nothing cooler than seeing a crop load of ducks playing in the water. Look at this, man. What a mess of ducks. Well, technically, you know, with the breeders, it is 1,000 ducks. They're pretty freaking close. Like, it might be like 990. It's a lot of ducks. And the fact that when we were cutting, that we only found one group of feathers. I think a lot of it too is the fact that I got those two coyotes in July, because I'm thinking that the two that I got were adults, and the two stupid ones that keep coming back, that Doug keeps challenging, or they're challenging Doug, I should say.
our young ones. And the fact that now that everything's cut back, it's impossible for them to sneak up. We might actually have the best year of next to no predator loss, the way things are looking. But it's been a lot of work, especially for poor little Doug. Oh man, the dog's upstairs. He's sleeping today. Because yesterday I did let him out and he did do a little bit of running. And he is paying for it today. Yeah, most of the ducks are headed out to the lake here. Could have been a false alarm with that goose. I really hoped last night that I got him. Alright guys, I'm going to go and do my laundry. I got to have breakfast yet. And I still have to have my second coffee, believe it or not. I haven't even had that. And I got to do my edit. And I got to decide how energetic I want to be. Like, do I want to pick my apples off my apple tree? Or do I save that for tomorrow? My body's telling me to take a day off. Oh, now we got sun out. Yeah, this weed that is moving in because of the bulrush is gone is really firming things up. But you have to be careful. That's right there. Those are the holes that you can just like fall through. So you got to walk around those. She's still like walking on jello though. That's a really good hole right there. Now this is deceiving. See that's a really good hole. That's like probably pretty close to your past your knee at least. And then right beside it there's another one. So you got to pick a path between. And these ducks are deciding that playing in the creek is better. But they've drilled this all out. I remember, guys, this used to be solid right here. You could walk. You know, having this cut is the same level of relief as getting the pen done. Because now the ducks have a safer, much safer place to be during the day. And at night, well, they're taken care of. I've just got to get the feeding and watering station done next. So we have one Muscovy, the 3 males, another female, and it looks like one more of my females in the pen. 2 more females of mine in the pen, and you just will not go, will you? Man, you're a big duck. And the 4 new Muscovies sitting at the water fountain. They're just not too gung-ho yet to do the swamp. Soon though, they will. It's a little bit circuit overload right now for these poor little things. And our poor little hospital ducks. Some of these ducks I don't think are going to come out of the hospital, guys. I'm thinking they're going to have to become roasted duck. Billy is turning into a miniature duck. But very, very skittish. I can't get near him at all. But the feather growth is just pathetic. It's just these little feathers. Relax, Billy. What a screwed up looking duck. And it's so small. Strange looking duck, I'm telling you. How you doing, Magoo? Hey, how are you? Maybe Magoo can see a little bit. Not much though. Poor duck's got angel wing happening. Okay, I gotta rinse the water out before it dries up and gets really hard to wash out the kiddie pools. I almost was too late. It was starting to dry in the kiddie pools. Let's see if everybody's all right in here. Oh, Billy's in here eating. The ducks seem to be all right. Oh, broken toe duck. Oh, I hope I got that snapping turtle last night. For the pain I'm in, I'm hoping I did. Eye infection duck is doing great. I'm thinking pretty soon we're going to be putting it with the rest of the flock. Billy is, oh, what a mess. And there's no death, so we're doing good. Yeah, we got some serious gimp ducks. There's one out there. His leg is really bad. It's more like a hip problem. Poor broken toe duck now. I'm really moving in slow-mo today though, guys. Combination of tired and hurting. Plus I just turned and I got a kink in the side of my rib cage. So I think my back's out, which is totally possible. It's quite likely actually. Alright ducks, some fresh water for you. And it's not very often I see ducks playing in this. But I don't understand why they don't play in it. It doesn't make any sense. What's happening in the shed here? You're gonna hatch an egg, aren't you? Oh, Stripper's sitting on the nest now. Where's the other duck? Now the nest is out here. How do they move the nest back and forth? I gotta remember, I gotta candle these eggs. See what's going on. Because I just find it hard to believe that anything's going on here. Other than just craziness. The duck that can barely stand. Now she's going to the back corner. Do you got eggs back there? Stripper. Okay, she's got 3 eggs in that corner. Oh, now she's going back with Stripper. But where's, I guess it would be Maddie. She's given up and gone to the swamp. And Stripper's taken over duty. Stripper. She's so funny. She can barely walk. It's just she's a crippled duck. Seriously crippled. And I can't get near her. She just doesn't appreciate me at all. She's just so clumsy. Well, she's gonna play mama. Stripper wants to be a mom. Oh, I gotta clean this building up, but I don't know what to do because of that nest situation. Not gonna happen today. I think I've done enough here the last 4 days. What an awesome sight seeing that wide open. I gotta go and have a second coffee and do some laundry. And I gotta clean my house a little bit. And I might pick some apples. We'll see what happens here. And I gotta do my edit. Oh, my list keeps getting longer. Well, my ambitious plans of picking apples and freezing them didn't work out today because my freezer was completely frozen up, frosted up. And for the plastic to work good on the sheets, for doing the individual quick freeze I do, I have got to defrost, which I knew that, that I've got to defrost my freezer. Happens every year, this time of year, getting ready. Well, actually, usually a little earlier, but uneventful day. Foot is killing me. Oh man, I can't even walk on my carpet in my house because the carpet pushes up against the side of my foot and it hurts. Even my work boots right now, it's better than the rubber boots, but I can feel it. Like it's, I got a limp. I'm walking around with a bit of a limp. So I'm just out here now to do the feed. Get some feed over here for the ducks. Absolutely nothing happened here today. It's been a really, really quiet, relaxing day. There's a whole bunch of ducks down the other end. Oh, here they're coming. Doug, come here. Doug has run down to the swamp maybe twice all day.
Oh, they were coming over. Now maybe they are. Well, not really. Make a liar out of me, eh? All right, I gotta get the feed happening. But nothing's happened here today, guys. It's been really quiet. Ducks are hanging around. Everything's been cool. This cutting thing really works well. All right, I'm gonna go get the wheelbarrow and fill her up. I was just in the barn, and this big horde of ducks rushed me. These ones are following me. I gotta get the polysporin again, guys. It looks like eye infection duck has got a relapse, which is very unusual once it clears up. I can't remember if it's ever happened before, actually. Okay, little duck. Don't go anywhere. Hang on. Yeah, she's got a little bit of wetness around her eye. Hang on. There. Strange, I've never seen it come back. And she's really skittish. Well, actually I think it's a male. Hasn't even tried it quack, so I've got a hunch it's a male. Billy. Let's see if we can even catch Billy. Relax, Billy. Relax. No, not gonna happen. Unless I get the net. Billy's pretty quick. Alright, back to my chores. Strange that its eyes started getting wet again. It doesn't seem the best of health. Like, it's not that active, actually, just for an eye infection. I've never seen a duck really get that lazy over an eye infection. Well, give it time. Oh, Billy's back in. Billy's feathers are a mess. Magoo. It's too bad you're getting angel wing. There's some pretty colors coming in though. Doesn't have the best balance either. The barn's got a lot of really defective ducks here. Actually, that duck, I can see the indent from the attack above its right feathers, or right wing, actually. It had a chunk of its chest taken out on the when it got attacked. All right, chores. Feed the ducks. Well, Doug went down to the swamp. He's back now, but he went down to the swamp, and all the ducks that were over there, he cut across over there and then brought them all into the pen. It's almost like he didn't want them out there. I don't know. The dog knows what's going on, I don't. Now he's watching the mouth of the creek. The ducks behind him are thinking, oh, we should go into the pen. That big dog keeps pushing us. He did a little bit of running today, but not bad. The swamp being cut has cut down his activity level big time, which is a really good thing. Now he's sitting down. He's watching the swamp, and he's got the ducks behind him. What a dog. I scored with him. He works so hard. You guys are probably wondering why the grid structure's gone from here. It's all over there in pieces. What I'm doing is I'm going to be setting up small grid stations similar to that idea, except what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bunch of cedar posts and sharpen them on the table saw, and I'm going to hammer them into the ground, and I'm going to put the grids on top of the cedar posts when I hammer them in with the sledgehammer. And I'm going to put them in different locations
around here. I'm going to scatter them around so the ducks have lots of places where they can go to underneath if an aerial predator comes in here. That's what I'm up to. I was going to configure them like this with the grids, but I'm not. I'm going to go with a hammered in stake method. You'll see when I'm doing it. Okay, ducks, let me give you some fresh water. Oh, it's you again. Black and white duck. You waiting for me? Are you gonna get in? Yeah, look at that. She's not even gonna wait. She's so predictable. You do the same thing every night, duck. What a serious hive of activity in here. Tell you, when it's nighttime, they sure know what to do. Yeah, I'm filling up all the water stations here, ducks. Pretty soon I think we're going to be down to just 2, but automatic. I won't have to do this. They act like they've never seen water. I guess this is what you call a duck compound. Yep, water ducks. I guess I'm a duck magnet when I have water. Oh, there comes Doug. You can always tell when it's him. I got bowled through a china shop. He must have been up at the yard watching the swamp. I just didn't see him. What a difference with the big hose. Oh man, that little garden hose crap is for homeowners. Just nothing beats a 3/4 inch hose. Well, 1 inch, but I don't have a 1 inch valve. Okay, I'm gonna do a walk around and lock up. Unfortunately, I forgot my flashlight. Then again, I didn't think I was gonna get this dark this quick. Temperature's cooling off though. I have to wear a jacket. Fall's here. Okay, no ducks here. We can lock this gate. Looks like all the ducks are inside. Oh, except for a dog. He's watching the swamp. Dougie. Just, you know, he has very little attention span for me. You know, so he come running over and then he just like instantly turns around and looks at the swamp. Come out here! Come here! Hey! Hey! Dog! Come here! Come on! I'm gonna do a walk around. Come on! Doug! Forget about it. The shift's over. Come on! Come on! Doug, it's just the killdeers. Come on. No! Come! Come! Doug! Oh, you're making me look bad on video, dog. Come on! Killdeers, false alarms. Well, we got no ducks out here. It's ever nice having everything cut. Looking around, there's no place for anything to hide. Ducks are loving the pen. Just gotta get the watering station and the feeding station done, and the electrical, and a couple little things here and there that I've noticed I want to change. The minor detail stuff. And we'll be done. Come on! Doug, come on! You're not sleeping in here tonight. You drive the ducks nuts. Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh, you're a stubborn dog. But that's what makes a good guardian dog. Stubbornness. Because if he gave up easy, you know, watching the swamp for hours on end wouldn't happen. He would give up and just, you know, go do something else. All right, guys, that's it. One uneventful day. Everything went great. Nobody got killed. And my foot's sore, but, you know, I don't know how long it's going to take to get better. I got a hunch I bruised the bone on the inside of my foot. Work boot's not bad. Like, I can feel, like, it doesn't rub when it's in the work boot, but I can feel my foot, the flexing of my foot hurts. But not like when I'm wearing rubber boots. Or walking around in my house on carpet. That kills me, actually. So I guess that's a good excuse for not being in the house, huh?
We've got a visitor. Doug's glued to the window here. All the ducks are in the center of the pen. I've been sitting up here for a good 40 minutes. Something's in the swamp, but it won't show itself. And the ducks keep freaking out, but it won't come to the front of the pen. And Doug knows it's here. He's pushing against my leg wanting to go on the roof. Now I'm back to playing Rambo, guys. But nobody's over there because of what's in the swamp right now. Alright, well, if I have any shots fired, I'll let you know.
I just saw the eyes. I was scanning the bush and I got two little red dots just to flash back, but they were about the same area that I found the dead coyote when I shot at the first one. Too far of a shot. Plus with the light pollution and the scope, I couldn't even have got a beat on them. Anyways, the ducks are sort of calming down. I have a hunch I'm going to get woken up tonight. It's not going to, I think I'm not going to have a good night's sleep. And all I want to do, guys, is sleep. I'm playing Rambo here tonight.
Okay, it's been like 20 minutes and I just saw him. It was a fox. And I couldn't take the shot. I saw him right over there, actually, just on the other side of where the patio stones are, in the pen there. But he was on the other side of the fence. I would have to shoot through two fences, obviously. Either he was on the other side of the fence, obviously, but I would have to shoot through two layers of wire, which would be an impossible shot. So what happened was, I got a glimpse of his eyes right there, and then he darted off into the bush. But because of the wire, I couldn't take the shot. But it was a fox, not a coyote. Really small. So we got a fox that's running around, having little lickies, I guess he wants to have. Ducks are freaking. They're not too comfortable tonight.
And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends and enjoy the show.